Hello and welcome to GTAAP.
GTAAP? Oh, God, hey, I'm not Kez.
No, you're not. No, you're my friend, Chris.
Hey, I'm Chris.
You're
I'm
new-ish.
new. Yeah.
New-ish. There'll be other content with you up here, but we are, oddly enough, in the same physical space.
Yeah.
Which doesn't happen very often.
Dangerously close.
So we are going to do a little bit of a let's play of literally our favorite game ever made.
Yep.
A game that our friendship blossomed over, and that is The Curse of Monkey Island. We are actually here at the start screen, which just says, hey, what do you want to start with? It doesn't even, there's no menus or anything. And we're going to go with Mega Monkey because we've played this game a lot, and, you know, we both beat it maybe 7 years ago, so I'm sure it's fresh as the day we first played it.
Absolutely.
If you listen carefully, you can hear the monkeys. The audience is now deaf. This is such a goofy thing, considering, like...
Well, no one even gets it anymore. It was a cute little
People
spoof at the time.
people don't remember THX, and THX isn't that important. The monkeys are listening.
Yeah. It was a big deal back, what is this, 90, whatever, in the 90s.
I think it's
THX.
94, I want to say, is when this came out.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. It's one of the last great LucasArts adventure games. Because after this, they started trying 3, which Grim Fandango worked out well, but the sequel to this game, not as well. It's not horrible, but it's just not... It's not this.
Yeah.
Deep in the Caribbean. Monkey Island. So I had the advantage of playing The Secret of Monkey Island before this. Had you played it before? I know you played it since.
No, this was the first Monkey Island that I ever played as a kid. I eventually went back and
Played through.
yeah, I played through it.
There's our intrepid hero.
Captain's log. Guybrush Threepwood. Lost at sea for days now. I have no crew or navigational instruments. No provisions except a half-eaten corn dog, and unless I find water soon, I'm surely done for. Only the hope of finding my love, Elaine, keeps me going. My quest for the fabulous treasure called Big Whoop has left me.
You know,
sorry
you can see some of
I thought it would bring me fame and
problems
glory.
with like the compression
Instead,
of
it
the
delivered
video,
me
but
into
like
the clutches of
the
my
fact this
enemy.
is hand animated
The
is still
zombie
just
pirate
charming.
Chuck.
Oh, absolutely.
I thwarted his
And
evil
to be
plot
fair,
to
it
marry
wasn't
Elaine, and he
by
was
any means
after
the
revenge.
only game that was done, maybe in this particular
Really,
style, but
really
hand
thirsty
animation
now.
was really relatively
If only I could have a
common,
small drink of
in
fresh
video
water,
games around this
I might
time
have the
period,
strength to sail
using,
on.
You know, things like.
But I know there's nothing but ocean for miles
So
and
stupid
miles.
humor.
If I could reach land,
Well,
I
and
might
what's
find
nice too is
water
it
and
is
some
a
food.
literal direct sequel,
Fruit,
just like
maybe.
the last
Something
two
to fight
Monkey
off the
Island.
scurvy
So
and help me get my
at the
strength
end
back.
at the end of 2, you are on
Maybe some bananas.
playground of the damned,
Oh,
right? You're at
why
the
Carnival
push
of the
myself
Dead,
like
yeah.
this?
Well, that's the funny thing is,
Might as
like
well
I
wish
said,
for
I had
some
played Secret of
chicken
Monkey
like
Island,
a
so like
grog
Guybrush was a
roll.
character that I knew. But of course, the funny thing about it was like
Oh, my
I hadn't
sweet
played 2.
Elaine.
I didn't know there
Am
was
I
a 2
cursed to
really until
starve
this
here
game.
on this ocean
And it was just
without
this
seeing
funny
your
thing of
face
like,
just one more
I have
time?
no idea how he got from point A to point B here.
Yeah, just randomly floating in the middle of the Caribbean on a bumper.
On a bumper car.
Which I'm pretty sure don't. But man, as kind of an art kid, especially early on in life, that this particular art style, not just hand drawn, but just the art style itself, was really. I tried to emulate it as much as I could.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the big thing about this game was that they, this was the natural extension after like Day of the Tentacle.
Oh yeah.
Because Day of the Tentacle had a real Chuck Jones style to it, and it was just made sense that the next thing we're gonna do is just actually make an animated cartoon. I'll let the credits roll because they're so short compared to new credits.
Yeah.
And look at all these people making games. I'm sure they're mostly employed still, right? Probably. Chris, I mean, you were trained as an animator. You know how popular 2D animation is these days.
I chose poorly with my career path, but it's worked out okay.
Well, you just retrain on that 3D stuff, right? It's basically the same thing.
It's one half dozen the other. You know what's funny, and I'm really glad that we're doing the third in the series here, because honestly, this movie this game gets no playtime.
No, I mean, people love the old adventure games from LucasArts, but I think they tend to look older. because this isn't a transition when a lot of people went over to consoles. This is like the dawn of like PlayStation, Nintendo 64, and PC gaming going like to shooters like Quake and stuff.
Oh, totally. Oh yeah, this was very much at kind of the end of the first or second generation of kind of like Click Adventures.
Yeah.
Most people had kind of moved on, honestly, and you know, Matt, you and I were new to it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, got into these games when LucasArts was releasing like these packages of the games. I had on floppy disks because those was a thing. The zombie pirate I had played one that had a whole bunch of really old ones like Secret Monkey Island, Maniac Mansion, Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders, that kind of stuff.
How many times do I have to tell you, LeChuck? I just don't feel that way about you.
Elaine?
By my consent.
Now you have to know ahead of time, these are our three main characters.
Sail
We
with
have
me,
the
and
zombie
I'll make
pirate
you
Chuck,
queen
he's
of
the
the
villain,
dead.
if you can put that together. And then we have Elaine right here, and Elaine is
Elaine
Look
Marley,
out.
governess
I'm
of the
washing my hair tonight.
Caribbean area, the Tri-Island area.
is she girlfriend at this point?
Blast
I think
your
girlfriend,
hair, woman.
right?
Can't you see that this salty old
Yes,
corpse
it's the love of his
pines
life.
for your
He already
gentle
has.
caress?
He got to really know her in the first game. By the second game, I mean, one of the reasons he's going after Big Wolf is to impress her.
You know, I don't think my father would approve of me dating the undead. And you're probably too nice a zombie pirate for me anyway. Let's just be friends instead. Let's face it, LeChuck. You're an evil,
And again,
foul-smelling, vile,
after they had
codependent villain,
remade
and that's just
Monkey Island
not
1 and
what I'm
2, I
looking
know why
for
they
in a
didn't make
romantic
make
relationship
3,
right
but like,
now.
oh my god, if just someone could get their hands on the original cell animation and
Darn
just
you, riddle, you
rescan
saucy
it.
female. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh!
You're a bloodthirsty monster who's already kidnapped me once, tortured my friends, and taken from me the only man
Sick.
I ever loved.
There you go.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Mighty Pirate.
Ah, how romantic. Ship ahoy!
Threepwood!
How plot convenient of you to show up right now.
Fish him out.
Guybrush?
Guybrush Threepwood. By my gangrenous gut, I don't know how you escaped my carnival of the damned. But you won't escape a taste of my blade!
I'm sorry if we shut up, just this is nostalgia. Incredible amounts of nostalgia.
Ooh, the lass has spirit. Throw him in the hold. I'll finish him after the battle.
And this is another one of these moments
Turn
like right when this
loose the
starts.
longboats
Floaties.
and prepare the flaming voodoo cannonball.
The character here, Wally, is actually from the second game, which
Yeah.
I didn't really know that till like
Oh.
years later.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's a former cartographer, now want to be pirate. All right, here we go. So we're
Yeah.
in the game
Got to
finally,
get out of here and help Elaine.
and
Only get through.
we'll just
this
do a little
one
bit
door.
here, and then we'll
Then I
probably
could
call it an
easily
episode, and
overpower
we'll
the
start on a
armed
new
guards
one.
above, Slip over
But-
the side and make for the shore.
There, that's what we need to do.
Yep.
Simple as that.
And it was nice too. At the time that this game came out, it actually came with a little instructional manual. In the back of the manual that I had gave you a walkthrough of this opening scene. So
Okay, so you kind of got to know the ropes.
if you've never played a point and click before, which I hadn't at the time, I was kind of the same way. I bought this in kind of a collection pack. Mine came with some of like the X-wing versus TIE Fighter games.
Yeah,
and
like I
stuff.
think there was like LucasArts Archives or something.
Yeah, and it came with this little packet, kind of teaching you the ropes.
Yeah. And so you have your basic stuff, like as I scroll over, the crosshair turns red when it's something I could interact with. These arrows move me to different scenes. If I go over an object and I press and hold on it, you get this interface, which they pioneered with full throttle. So I
Yep.
can look, talk, grab something.
Yeah, interact with. Yeah.
Which is way simpler than the verb systems they used to have.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a cuter pirate.
So let's just do this. We're going to talk to
Stay
the
away.
small pirate.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Who are you?
I'm the evil pirate Bloodnose. The
Bloodnose?
wickedest fiend ever to sail under the banner of King Death. I'd as soon chew your nose off as look at you.
So we're going to do something that Chris and I have no compulsion over. We're going to have to mess with this guy.
You have to.
Is that hook for real?
Of course it's real. A vicious shark tore off me hand. Oh, what a struggle it was. I remember...
It is so a fake.
It is not. Well, okay, it is. See, I haven't lost my hand yet. This is sort of a training hook. I'm wearing this just to get used to the feel of it. Captain
Makes
LeChuck
sense.
says he'll cut
wanna
my
get used
hand
to
off when he gets some free time. I do have a hangnail. You'll probably get infected.
Oh.
Hey, wait a minute. You're not a pirate. Wally! Don't you recognize me? It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Oh, gee. Hello, Mr. Wood.
The last time I saw you, we were
Mild-mannered.
prisoners in Chuck's dungeon. Why would you sign on with a ship of the living dead?
Well, Mr. Brush, at first I had some misgivings about it.
This is good stuff.
But thanks to LeChuck's seminars, motivational lectures, and audio books on Parrot, I've become a
Audiobooks on
vicious
Parrot.
corsair. You can too. Ask me how.
I want to ask him how.
Do you have any literature I could look at?
Oh.
Here. This
Of course
leaflet
you have
explains
literature.
the basic philosophy I
New
follow.
pamphlet for our inventory.
Yay! Which is in our pants in this game.
Yeah. Which they make multiple references towards
I'm not in the
shoving
mood
things
for
in your
sales
pants.
hype. Set me free, Wally.
I can't, Mr. Brush. I'm the evil pirate Bloodnose now. And besides, even if you got up on deck, LeChuck would cut you to ribbons.
All right, I think we're gonna come back and we'll finish this puzzle and really get into the game. But I think that's our first start into the world of Monkey Island. So for GTAAP, I'm Mac,
And I'm Chris.
and we'll see you next time.